I'm Ryan from The Burnout Show, and in this video, I'm gonna show you how to install your timing cover on your engine. So right here, I've actually got my Chevy 350 that I'm rebuilding, and I'm doing a whole tutorial series on this channel about the process. I've already got a bunch of videos about taking the engine apart, and I'm slowly getting more and more out about rebuilding the engine. So if you're interested in that, definitely hit the subscribe button. But for now, let's hit the timing cover. All right, so typically the first step in this process is going to be installing the crankshaft seal on the timing cover itself. My timing cover that I ordered actually came with the seal already installed, but the process is pretty simple if yours didn't. You can either get a special tool designed to help you install these correctly, or you can use a couple of 2x4s and a mallet. What you wanna do is put a 2x4 underneath your timing cover to support the timing cover, then line up your seal on top, get the 2x4 on top of that, and hammer it into place. Meanwhile, you need to make sure that that 2x4 is level so that the seal doesn't go in crooked, because otherwise you might create some leaks. Once you've done that, you can go ahead and take your gasket, and this is super easy. The gasket only goes on one way, and then there's a couple of posts down here towards the bottom of the engine. You just put those posts through the holes, and now your timing cover gasket is pretty much lined up and ready to go. Next, we'll grab the timing cover again, and then go ahead and line that up. Same deal. There's a couple of holes for those posts towards the bottom of the engine. Just get that on. Then go ahead and grab all your bolts and start threading them in. If you have a bolt-on timing marker, now would be the time to bolt that on. I forgot to order one apparently, so I'm gonna be scrambling to find one of those. But yeah, now would be the time to bolt on an aftermarket timing marker if you have one. Whoops. Now that you've got all your bolts hand tight, it's time to go ahead and get your torque wrench and set it to 8 foot-pounds. Not very much. Now you can go ahead and start torquing all these bolts down, but be careful to not over torque them too much, because you might actually create a leak if you do over torque them too much. So just 8 foot-pounds, really not much. I actually recommend going over all the bolts twice just to make sure that they're all perfectly evenly torqued down all the way through, because depending on how you torque them down, some of the bolts might be a little loose once you finish going around the first time. So it's good to just go around the second time and double check, make sure that they're all properly torqued to 8 foot-pounds. But once you do that, you are all set. Your timing cover has been installed and you're ready to move on with the rest of your rebuild. That's gonna be it for this video. So hit that like button if you found this video helpful. Let me know down in the comments if there are any specific tutorials you'd like to see, or if there's anything that you thought that I missed about this process. Thank you for watching, and I hope this helped.